What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Quax Rose TCG here. Now today, this is the final episode of the tier list of Pokemon tier list sets from every era. So this time we're going from EX all the way to the first ever base set. So let's dive right in. So the first one we're going to check out is Power Keepers. EX Power Keepers. This is where they introduced the Gold Stars, also known as the most expensive cards you will ever see in your damn life. As for example, Gold Star Flareon, and then you have the Jolteon, then the Vaporeon. In normal condition is there's no sale whatsoever. But there's also live plays, but we're not gonna do on based on condition today because it's just impossible to find them these days. It really is impossible. However, there is one good card in the set, which in my opinion is pretty cool. I think the Vaporeon is very cool, and the Flareon. So I'm gonna place Power Keepers, and I'm gonna put maybe a must, but I think it's better than. I think it's definitely better than Phantom Forces, but I don't think it's better than the others. But and then we have Dragon Frontiers next. Dragon Frontiers. This is where they introduced the Charizard, the Gold Star Charizard from Delta species. So this is the Dragon Frontier Charizard, which goes for about, yeah, I don't need any explanation for that. Despite all odds, there's only three. It's about 10 grand if you could afford it. There's also a Mew Gold Star. There's also a Salamandance. There's also Rayquaza. There's Laios, Dragonite, Snorlax, Tyranitar, Ninetales. I mean, it's crazy, dude. And they also have this iconic Gardevoir EX from Dragon Frontiers. So I'm gonna put this in a must buy. But I'm putting in the lowest tier. Then we have Crystal Guardians. This is from where they introduce EXs. They have the Celebi Gold Star, which is about 751. And then you have the Delta, the Charizard here. It's about 125 in a damaged condition. But if you're looking for near mint, it's about 685. But I think this is one of the coolest Charizards, better than the last set we're gonna go for. I think the Groudon is cool, and the Kyogre. There's also a Blastoise. There's also an Alakazam Gold Star. But each pack is about $1,300. So I would stay away from the packs. I think this is a must cop for all collectors. If you are into collecting and you are expert at this, go for Crystal Guardians. For sure. Next we have Hollow Phantoms. This is going to be a very expensive episode, I will say. It is known for this Pikachu Gold Star, which there's no near mint condition whatsoever. There's one for $7,000 plus a $99 shipping fee. Yeah. If you pull any of the gold stars, or the Pikachu in particular, you're pretty much making your money back. There's also a Mew, there's a Gyarados, there's a Rayquaza. There's actually multiple types. I think this is a mid. I think the Pikachu is better than the base set. I think the base set is actually pretty cool. I'm gonna say average. I just don't think there's not a lot of quality in that. And then this is my favorite one out of Legend Maker. Legend Maker is known for one particular Mew card, if I can find it. Oh yeah, there's also a Regice Gold Star, which has none of them whatsoever. However, it goes for about $1,000. But if we look for where's the Mew? Isn't oh I just found it. It is this one right here. The original copy of this card is huh? Why is it $1? $1.38? Seriously? Oh yeah, that's minty. Holy fuck. It goes for about $500, but I'd say this set is pretty cool because of that Mew card. Not because of these fuckers right here. Although the Arcanine is actually pretty cool. I think this Arcanine is the best card I've seen in a long time. There's also Gengar overrated. Aerodactyl actually is a really good card. But I'm going to say this one actually has a lot of hits. So it's maybe a must. I think it's better than Ascended Hero. I think it's better than Celebrations, personally, in my opinion. Alright, next we have Delta Species, the one they all started. Delta Species. This is with the Gold Star Groudon, the Metagross, Umbreon, Mewtwo, Dragonite, and the Vaporeon, Ultra Rare. This is where it all started. They also have these Dittos that are basically are Squirtle or even Bulbasaur. There's also multiple variations of Gardevoir, which is pretty cool. I think this is a S tier. I don't know. I think it's gonna be. Maybe a must tier because these Dittos are actually they're so good. If you pull one of the Dittos, you're actually pretty good luck. You're in pretty good luck at pulling these holo rares. If you do pull this Groudon, good for you. But I think it's pretty much stay. I think it's pretty decent in my opinion. Next we have Unseen Forces. Unseen Force, we have the Raikou, Suicune, and then we have the Lugia, and then we have the Umbreon. And then there's one particular card in this set that is pretty good that I am wanting for a very long time. It's not Typhlosion. If you know, you know. For all you Pokemon knowers, there's one particular card in this set. It is known for the unknowns. That's where it's known for. Get it? Anyways, there is. Oh yeah, there's an Espeon in this set. I forgot. That actually is not bad. How many cards? Oh, it's only a deck. Damn it. I thought it comes with packs, and then that would be very interesting. There's one card in particular. There is this it. The Ho-Oh. This Ho-Oh is actually really sick. I'm gonna say it's a must. I know it might sound crazy, but call me crazy, but that is a really good set. This is such a good set overall. Next we have this is Emerald? No, is it really? Where am I getting this? EX. Is this Emerald? EX Emerald. Yep, this is it. Alright. So next we have Emerald, which is known for the melodic and the Deoxys, different forms of Deoxys. I think my favorite card out of this set, in particular this set, is either the Blaziken Holo Rare or any of the Oh, there is a Raichu. That's pretty cool. There is a Raichu EX. It's about $72, but if you look at lightly played, it's about 130. Actually, it's pretty good. For a lightly played, that's pretty good. I think this is an underrated set. I think this is really good. I think it's average. I don't think it's a maybe a must because there's really not that much of cards in that set. But then we have the most expensive rare set. It's the Deoxys set. This is known for one of the most hardest set. You can see how much there's a Rayquaza Gold Star that goes for. You want to know how much it costs? Yeah, for CGC 8.5 near mint condition, almost 50 grand. Yeah, that's why people go for that. And the booster boxes, you can't find them anywhere now. You literally cannot find any of them. Not even one. But I think my favorite card around the set is, I think it's a holo rare. Oh, this Gyarados is cool. I like this Gyarados, man. This is such a cool Gyarados, I swear. This is from Deoxys, but it is one of the hardest set you could ever get. If you have one of these cards right here, the top two chases, either Laius or Laius Gold Star, hit me up. Because I really want to see him in. I think this one I might have to put in must, maybe a must, put in the bottom. It's the hardest set you could find. And then we have Team Rocket Returns. This is also a good set. Because known for the Torchic Gold Star and the Trico and the... Now, there's one specific card that my sister doesn't have that I really want to get her next year for her birthday. It is the Rockets Articuno, but I wanted to get it in a lightly played, but it's like nowhere to be found. Although there is one specific card, yeah, this is it. I actually might see this. So this is lightly played Articuno. And then my favorite one is the Moltres. The Moltres is really cool. It's super neat. It's so neat. Near mint condition is about 500. because it's such a hard set to follow by. But the commons are actually really expensive, though. I think I'm not too sure. Oh yeah, there's also a Mudkip, Gold Star, which is about 7,500. Yeah, it's way too expensive. So I'm gonna say this is maybe a must, but it's definitely better than Deoxys for sure. I'm gonna put it at the top. I'm putting it in the top 5 because this is a really good set. But next we have Fire Red and Leaf Green. Red and Leaf Green. This is known. It is a pretty good set. I think the Moltres is my favorite card in the set out of any of them. It's very cheap though. It's a very cheap set. So I'm definitely gonna favor this because I'm trying to chase that card. Very much so. Oh, she will go crazy for this one. This is the Articuno from Fire Red and Leaf Green. This is a very hard set to master. For sure. However, though, I might want to see a Slowbro. This Slowbro is actually really sick. It's so cute, man. It's such a cute card. But in the near mint condition, if it's hollow or reverse hollow is almost 80. Hollow foil is 61, and then normal is 50. So it's about 61 average, depending. And then there's the Gengar, and then everyone's favorite Charizard. I don't know about you, but I feel like this is really cool. I think Fire Red is better than Delta Species in my opinion. I think it's also the secret rares that make it really interesting. And then Hidden Legends is next. So I have never heard of this set before. Hidden Legends. Oh, this is a really cheap set. I hope. I'm hoping this is the easy. Never mind. Yeah, F that. Okay. Yeah, I can see why this is a very hard set. I can see why. I can see why that is. Oh, there's a Dark Celebi. There's also a Ninetales. There's also a Kyogre that is really cool. I think that Kyogre is really fucking sick. I'm gonna put this in average though. I'm so sorry. For those of you who don't know, and then Team Magma First Edition. Team Magma versus. There's a different one though. Oh no, this okay, cool. I think I'm not choosing the one that is not the one. Oh yeah, there's a Suicune, there's a Swampert, there's an Entei, there's a Raikou, there's a Team Aqua's Kyogre. And then there's this, my favorite Pokemon ever now, is Blaziken. This Blaziken is about $88, but if you go to Near Mint, it's literally 600. 600, 900, and 1,300. Yeah, it is that expensive. And then I think if this is a must, maybe a must. I don't know. Oh yeah, this is where they got the Team Magma's ground on for the 25th anniversary. I wish they could go back doing this, but they might bring this promo back. I have no clue. And then I have no clue what this is. So I'm gonna say this is. Wait. Hold on a second. Hmm. Visual match. Pages within this image. Damn. So I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put these three to. Oh, Ruby and Sapphire. I recognize that one. Is this? Wait. Hold on. Aqua? Maybe? I have no clue what that is. Is this Dragon? Uh. Yes, this is it. Okay. Never mind. Next we have EX Dragon. So this one features the Rayquaza, I believe. Yeah, this is Rayquaza, and then they have the Secret Rare Charizard. I think one of the coolest cards in the set is definitely this Laios and Laios. You could also say that the Shuppet is actually pretty cool, and the Golem. The Golem's really cool. And Magcargo. Magcargo is actually a really cool Pokemon, in my opinion. I think he's pretty cool. But I think this is a average set. I think it's better than Hall of Phantoms for sure. But that's just me in my opinion. And then we have I have no clue what the hell I'm searching. I don't know what I'm doing. It has to do with EX, but I know that. But there's so many EX sets. Holy fuck. Hmm. I know it's not Legend Maker. I don't think we have during Sandstorm. Oh, this is Sandstorm. Okay. Okay, this is new. This is a new set. I've never seen this before. So, there's a Raichu. Oh, wow. This Gardevoir is sick. This Gardevoir is sick. Holy shit. Near mint is about 235. That's actually pretty good. That's really freaking good, actually. I think this Gardevoir takes the lead for my most favorite card right now. This is Jolt. This Jolteon's really cool. I Flareon is okay. This Flareon's okay, but I'm gonna say this is average. I think this takes over Hidden Legends for sure. Um, actually, I'll put this as a must buy because it's such a good set. It's underrated as well, but like seriously. And then we have Ruby and Sapphire. I do not remember this set because I don't think this. When did this came out? 2003. I was not even born yet. But they have the Mewtwo, Lapras, Cypher, Sneasel. Then they have my boy Blaziken, as per usual. At a near my condition, it's about 126. Actually, it's pretty good. Uh, the Myena, the Myena is about. I think it's in near my condition. Is about $26. That's pretty good. That's really good. And then they have the Gardevoir as per usual. I think this is an underrated set. This is definitely a must buy. A must buy for sure. And then the rarest one we've ever seen before, it is Skybridge. This is known for the holo rares. Yeah, this is a must set that you guys must buy. Yeah, the card set is insane for this one. Now, I'm not going for the first page because the first page is way too expensive. This one is okay. Uh, what is the first page looking like, huh? Oh, this Moltres is really cool. I think this Moltres is cool. Moltres has always been a cool Pokemon, in my personal opinion. Yeah, he's pretty good. Oh yeah, they also have this Gengar with... yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so Skyrich definitely goes to S tier. But it is such a rare set that no one can ever obtain it anymore. Because they... Oh yeah, there's also this Charizard. Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that there's no way you can pull that Charizard. Aquapolis. This is a set I've recognized before from TikTok and stuff. Aquapolis. Yep, this is where they introduced Lugia, that's for sure. This is a PSA 3? What? What? Come on, man. A PSA 6 for 15K. You're out of your gourd, man. You're out of your fucking mind if you think I'm falling for that trick. Oh, this Zapdos is cool. I love these card arts, man. I gotta tell you, this type of border, I miss. I miss these so much. Oh, this Houndoom was sick, though. This Houndoom was sick. I wonder how much it is. Oh, never mind. I'm not getting a near my condition. No way. No way. But I think this is a maybe a must. I don't know. I think it's a maybe a must. I think it definitely takes the lead. But next we have Expedition Base A. I think this is Expedition. Expedition Base, I believe. I think this is base set. Yes, it is about 5K. But this is where they introduced the borders, I think. I have no idea. But this is known for this Charizard and the Dragonite. I think this Dragonite is cool, man. You can't deny that. But I don't think this Gengar is cool. Oh, this Tyranitar is cool. Yeah, this Tyranitar is really freaking cool. I put this in... I'm gonna put this in S tier. Because look how cool this set is in terms of like rarity and stuff. You can't find them anymore. And then the most expensive set ever made. It is Legendary Collection. This is one of these sets where you cannot ever find them anymore. It is $25,000, but each pack is 5K. Yeah. It is one of those sets. Oh, and by the way, there is these borders. They also have them. But in a graded PSA 10, wow, that is damage. How much did he sell it for? 2,400? Damn. Holy cow. Yeah, this is absolute mid. This is so mid. And then we go to the Neo era. I think it's so mid. Neo Destiny. This is known for the secret rares. Now this is way before. This was way before they introduced secret rares, but This is known for the Shining Charizard, the Mewtwo, the Tyranitar, Celebi, Kabutops, and then there's the shiny Raikou, and then Nectowl, and then there's a Dark Typhlosion. I think Typhlosion's actually really cool, but I just don't like the lore of him. If you know, you know. Oh yeah, there's also a Slowking. This Slowking is weird, bog bothers me, bro. I swear. But if this was first edition, it's like two. Oh no, it's 400. Okay, I will definitely keep in mind on this card though. There's also, but each pack is like, let's see how much this goes for. There's none. All right. Yeah, we're just not gonna search that up all day. So I'm gonna say this is a actually I'll put it in Neo Destiny in S tier, and then Neo Revelation. I think this is where the Gyarados is. Yeah. There's also a Holo, which is, I think this is pretty cool. I think I'm not too sure what cool is anymore in terms of. A Rocket's Hideout is a $38 card. Oh, that's where they got it from, huh? The Shiny Magikarp, huh? It's about 445, but first edition is none to be seen. How much is a PSA 9? Oh wow, it's $2,000 for a freaking near mint condition. It's unlimited. That's why. That's why it's not going for that much. Uh, oh, I see that. I see why. It's the corners and the bottom. And it's also really, really bottom heavy. Oh, damn. Yeah, that is clean as hell, though. Is this unlimited? Yes, unlimited. So I think this is an average. I think it's average in my opinion. Neo Destiny is so much better. I think it's so much better. I could think that they could have done better for the set, but I'll be honest, it's not my thing. I don't like the Neo. And then we have Neo Discovery. I think this is where they introduced Unknown. I think. I think this is where they introduced Unknown. Hmm. Yeah, this is where they introduced the Unknown Pokemon. But it is known for this Umbreon that is really rare to get, by the way. But unlimited is 518, but if you pull this, it's about 1500. But I think this Wobbuffet is actually really cool. I think it's really cool. But also, there is a Espeon in this set. That is a rare, and there's a holo rare. This is mid. Mid. And then Neo Genesis. Neo Genesis is where they introduced the Lugia and Typhlosion, Holorare, and Holorare. I like the Pichu, man. There's also Slowking, and then there's a. Oh, this Clefairy's cute. Oh, there's also a Pikachu, but he's a common. I think this is mid as well. Gym Challengers. There we go. This is where things get into play. And this is where the Blaine's Charizard is. Gym Challenge is known for the Blaine's Charizard. Blaine's Arcanine, Missy's Gyarados, Rocket's Mewtwo, Giovanni's Gyarados, and then there's the famous Sabrina's Gengar, and Alakazam. My favorite one out of this is definitely it's the Misty Skolduck or the Brock's Ninetales. This Ninetales is so sick. I think this is one of the coolest cards we'll probably see in a while. Next we have, well, actually, let's put this. I'll put this in average, but I don't think it's my favorite set in the base set era. So next we have Gym Heroes. I don't know this set because I was not born then. Did this rose up? Holy cow! Imagine first edition for this card. Oh my god! I want to see what the freaking. Oh my god! It's literally 325, but the first edition is 600. Oh my god! 390 for a first edition pack? Yeah, you must be out of your damn mind. Although this Moltres is cool. I don't think I'm ever getting it. I will say Gym Heroes is... I'm gonna say it's better than Gym Challengers. Gym Challenge. In my opinion, I think it's better. And then we have the base set Team Rockets. Team Rocket. This is the Dark Charizard we're talking about. Each pack for a first edition is almost 700. I think this Blaine Dark Charizard is so mid. I like the Dark Raichu, man. Or the Dragonite. I'd rather have the Dragonite over the Charizard. I think Moist Critical would agree. In my personal opinion. I will say this is maybe a must. I don't know. The only reason why I say maybe a must is because of this Charizard is overrated. And then we have base set 2. Base set 2. Now we're also gonna include the next one, the first base set, we're gonna include the base set, first edition, and Shadowless. So this is base set 2 that we're talking about. This is base set 2 Charizard. This is not the first base set. But the first base set Charizard, if it was CGC, it's 550. But there is one problem that I don't like about a PSA 9. Oh my god. For $2,000. Yeah, this is mid. I think Fossil actually is my favorite one from the base set era. Alright, Fossil. I think Fossils is gonna take cake. Oh yeah, for sure. This is by far the better set. I like this Moltres. If I pull the Moltres, if I ever open base Fossil base, yeah, this will take the cake. I think it's maybe a must because of this Dragonite and the Articuno. But I personally like the Moltres. But next we have second and final one is Jungle. Jungle set. The Jungle is $629 for the first edition. and then unlimited is 287. It is known for the Holo Rare Snorlax, Jolteon, and Flareon. And that's about it. This set is going to the trash. And then, final one, we have the original base set. We're also going to include Shadowless as well. So, a Shadowless pack, first edition booster pack, is 15K. And if you are curious how much that Shadowless Charizard is, do a lot of research before you buy one, because there's a lot of counterfeits. There's a counterfeits on top of counterfeits. It's that insane. There's a near mint condition. Oh my god. Why is someone buying this for $100,000? Oh my god, that's, yeah, this is going to mid. And that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my misery of just, honestly, this episode in particular, I hate it. I actually hate it, because if you think about it for a second, it's literally just the base set alone is very bad. Because it's very expensive and it will not pay off. Unless you're a very big enthusiast, like Deep Pocket Monster or Pokerev or some other Poke enthusiast. I wouldn't recommend these sets at all. But there are some sets where it's acceptable to me. But either way, thank you guys for watching. You probably will see me another video for, maybe I'll do another pack opening soon. But thank you guys for watching. And as always, I will see you guys later. Peace out.